I'll pop that up just like that, and yay, we are good to go. All right. Hello, and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all of the crazy things that I seem to step on. Sorry for that little hiccup there with the sound. Had to click over my thing. Well, happy Wednesday. I was excited about coming on today because some cool things happened, and I wanted to talk about booking sites and things that I think is important for us to discuss when it comes to marketing ourselves, getting ourselves out there. Hey, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. What's up? What's up? So I wanted to talk to you guys about something cool that happened. Today I woke up and I had a message in my inbox saying that I had been booked by someone on Voice 123. And as you might know or might not know, but Voice 123 started this new thing where they allow you to click a button to where you can put a book me like little button next to your profile when people are searching, and they have the option then to actually book you. Right? So they, instead of you auditioning and doing all that stuff, they can actually book you right there. And then, put the price, and you can then fill out your own rate card before you do this. So anyways, I woke up and I had been booked, and I was really excited. It was just 119 words. It wasn't for a lot of money, but it was, for based on my, what it was based on my rate card, and it broke it down, and it put it automatically calculated it for me based on what they did. And then basically what happens is that they send you an email. You go on to Voice 123, pulls it up. It shows you right there that you have a booking. You open it up. It has the script. It has a place for you to upload your audio, as well as a place for you to add a link or and a comment section, and also with the directions, who's it from, etc. So that was kind of cool. I have to tell you, I didn't know how to work it yet. I mean, I had to figure it out because I this first time I've been booked like that. I've gotten work from Voice 123, but I've never actually gotten work where I've been booked by someone directly from the new system. So anyways, I recorded the voiceover, sent it to them, and that was great. But I realized that I didn't send a link or anything for the payment. So with that being said, what happened is that Voice 123 also has something where you can opt in for them. They're running a trial right now where you can actually do take part in their escrow. So someone pays Voice 123 and then they will send it to you. You can do that just like Fiverr, does. But I haven't signed up for that. So basically what I realized was I sent the voiceover before I actually sent an invoice or anything. But fortunately, the people were very nice. I went back and messaged them and told them, gave them my PayPal account number and everything, and they paid me right away, said they loved the voiceover, and we went on our way. Then it was very, very wonderful to wake up to a booking. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this topic was, not to toot my horn that I got the job, but more importantly, was that I had done a while ago, I don't remember if it was, I'd done a video called Is Auditioning Dead? And of course, I don't think auditioning will ever be dead, because I think we're always going to be competing, but it is more and more obvious to me, and it's happening more and more. And websites and these casting sites are learning. They're bringing it to us more and more, that it is so much easier for us to put out samples of our work with keywords, and these people can go on and search and find us and then book us right then and there, as opposed to going through the whole thing about collecting auditions and doing this and doing that. So I really want you to consider that auditioning is very important, absolutely, and you should be a part of what you're doing, but it's so important that you are also spending just as much time or even more time putting out samples, making sure your keywords are correct on this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's so important, because I asked them also, I said, hey, how did you find me? Because I was interested how they found me on Voice 123. I'm not a platinum member. You know what I mean? I'm just I paid the normal fee, but I don't pay the extra fee. And they told me they search for inspiration and they went through voices and they found one that they liked, and that was mine, and also based on price. So that's another thing. Again, prices. So Voice 123 has done it too. I mean, prices are going to always be something. Now, I'm not charging inexpensive on Voice 123, but I'm not charging the most. So clearly, price had something to do with it as well. But they searched for inspiration, and they said they listened to voices. They liked mine the most. But I didn't do anything for it. I woke up, did the job. It was very easy for them. It was easy for me from beginning to end. And with that being said, I just want you to consider with the marketing, because the last couple of days we've been talking about branding and marketing ourselves. It's so important for you to get your samples out into the world on social, on these casting sites. You need to be getting those samples out there. And if you don't know what to be tagging them as or what to be kind of framing these samples as, think of the tones and what you're trying to accomplish with it. Like, for example, these people were searching for inspiration, and I had a couple of samples that I have inspiration listed. So that was something that went through. A great resource for this is Voquint. They have an article that states the 6 most searched tones on Voquint, and it's really cool. And you can go to their site and go to their blog and see it. And they've got some incredible articles on Voquint.com. So it's really, really great. But anyways, the point is, inspirational was one of them, and then they go into the tone as well as some different like other different tonalities that go with it, some characteristics of that tone. So it's a really good idea to start classifying your work, and know that the booking site model where a customer books is just going to keep growing and growing and growing. Recently Fiverr, and I don't know if Fiverr has done something where they have, they do marketing things. By the way, if you ever wonder what the up and down is of sites and booking sites too, is you have to understand too that they do marketing as well, right? That's how they bring people to the site. And when they launch different marketing campaigns, or they're more successful here or there with marketing, we feel it. Right. So anyways, the last week or so, I've been feeling a lot of business coming through, although it could be people trying to get business ahead of Thanksgiving or going into the Christmas season. But Fiverr's just been swamped, tons of work from there for me. But these other sites, it's been really nice to starting to get booking from Voice Realm and from also Voice 123. Now, Voice Realm is still pretty much a heavily based and so is Voice 123. They're both still all pretty much based with booking. But the way Voice 123 is going, I really think this booking is going to be a great opportunity for them, because then they can offer customers who are just all flocking to Fiverr. They can offer some competition up against Fiverr. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that'll be good for us too, because in the end, that competition also will help us have multiple places, help us increase our spread and our availability, our range, our brand, and I think it will help prices actually. Even though people think, well, it won't help prices because they're going to go to places where they can be expensive, but I think it's going to actually help. I think it's going to help because I think accessibility allows us to show the quality of what we can do. So anyways, I don't want to be too long today just because I've got things to do for Thanksgiving tomorrow. But I wanted to come on and talk about that because I'm noticing a lot of people are not necessarily putting out as much samples as they can or they should. So I really think this in itself will help you. And we talked about yesterday your brand content, putting out samples, putting out reads. Use those samples as you do a read, and then come back and take that sample, add music to it even. Make that sample like a fully developed, like the most incredible production you can possibly do, and then market those samples. Market those keywords, the inspirational, there's like, the inspirational, there's conversational, professional, different types of tones and styles, right? Do some searching for them and figure that out. Upload tons of samples to these sites. That should be a regular basis for you. You should be uploading them 40, 50, 60, 70 samples. right? Because you can upload tons of samples. The more samples you have, the more opportunities people have to find you, right? By the way, another little trick, samples don't just have to be one thing and that's all you use it for. You could technically upload a sample because your sample might go to a different, like a bunch of different tones. Could, right? And you might upload your sample 3 or 4 times to different types of keywords. That's just something to think about, especially on like voices.com, voice123. By the way, voices.com is running a special right now. I'm not getting anything from saying that to you. I just wanted to share that because it popped up, $2.99, I think, as opposed to their $4.99. I've thought about it. I'm not on voices.com, but I think I've got enough because I really like Voice Realm. I think Voice Realm, because it's gotten me some really good big work. But that's all audition based so far. And again, the Voice 123, this was the first booking I got. So anyways, booking I got where I didn't do anything. Anywho, if you have any quick questions or anything like that, go ahead and pop them over. It's good to see. We got some people over on Instagram. Hello, everybody. Let's see, who else we got? We've got John on Facebook, David on YouTube, Nick on YouTube. What's up, Nick? Let's see, we got Too Rich to Miss. What's up? Scott, Z, Walter on Facebook, Jeremy. What's up, Jeremy? Rich on YouTube. What's up, Rich? Happy Thanksgiving to you, man. Greg on YouTube. Let's see, man, episode 103 of your podcast. Yeah. Let's see, Eric, congrats on your booking success. Oh, thanks, man. Big Jim, happy Thanksgiving to you. B-Dog at 45. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, you're working on your hobo fort today. Nice. Zach, good to see you. David, very much appreciate your insight on things you're experiencing. Unfortunately, due to the work scheduling, I can't travel for the holidays, so I'm going to spend as much time making various samples as I can. That's awesome, man. Use the time you got. Absolutely. Make it a part of your stuff, too. I had no luck with voices personally, but I was brand new. I have to tell you, as I get better myself, I get more business. And you think like, duh, of course, the better we get more business. But I think we do forget that. I think we forget that, even though we're trying really hard and we feel like we really want to get the business, there is time where you get better, and the better you get, you will get more business. Don't give up. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone in the USA. That's right, John. Thanks for all the insight and guidance. You bet, Eric. Hey, thank you guys so much. Let's see over here. Let's see. Critone. What's up, Critone? Mr. Umer over on Instagram. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And listen, it can't be said enough that you've got to get yourself out into the world in order for people to see you. And with how noisy the world is right now, the best way to do that, and the way people are doing, and these sites, the reason why I talked about Voice 123, where Voice 123, voices.com, these are such sites that are the backbone of audition sites, right? They are like the staples. But as you start to see them going more and more towards booking, which I know they will, because no matter what anyone says about Fiverr, you cannot deny how much work and how much money is going through that platform. If you've not watched this channel and you're still kind of skeptical about it, it's insane. It is absolutely insane, and they are a machine, and these sites are feeling it because people can go and listen to a wide variety of people, easily book them, and they don't have to worry about all the hoopla that goes along with this. So we have to take advantage of that, meaning we've got to be ready. So on Voice 123, make sure you do a couple things real quick for the booking stuff. You need to go onto the platform, actually go to your settings file, all right, the little settings tab. When you open it, there'll be a little place and say, do you want to allow booking? You click on that, a rate sheet will come up. You have to fill out that rate sheet. If you know anything about Voice Bunny, who is owned by the same Bunny Inc., owns Voice Bunny as well as Voice 123, the same company. It looks just like the rate card from Voice Bunny when you have to fill that out. Meaning you got to put, how much would you charge for 5 words? How much would you charge for 20 words? How much would you charge for 100 words, et cetera, 1,000, 50,000. They have that rate card. And based on that rate card, when someone goes to book you, just the same exact thing like Fiverr, they type in how many words they have, okay? And basically they will pop out a number on how, like the price on how much it costs. They can do it right then and there. So that way they get an instant feedback. There is no hoopla. There's no going back and forth about price. You know, it's kind of like, what is that car place? What is it? It's a CarMax. Whatever those places where they're like no haggling, no price haggling, et cetera, et cetera. The price is what it is. And a lot of people enjoy that. I think you and I would probably know that a lot of our days, unfortunately, is spent, with people haggling us about price. But I think, the more we start adopting the model of like the Walmart idea, which I always love to say, you don't go into Walmart or any store and say, you know what, I really want that piece of clothing, but I'm not going to pay you that. I'm going to pay you, how about, $10 instead of 15. Like, we never do that, but people do that with us all the time. But I do think that there's a lot of people who don't like that haggling either. They just want to go and know a price. And that's another thing. So once you get all that filled out on Voice 123, make sure you're ready with a link for your PayPal. Do you know what I mean? Some way for people to pay you. Because I know for me, when I did it and I went through, I was like, oh, well, how are they going to, I got to remember they got to pay me because they've booked me, and it shows you the price and the booking and how much it costs based on the words they put in. But then you still have to like bill them, and you can either get their email address and email it to them, or they have the messaging section. You can message them. And I found that the messaging works very well. And I actually like the messaging platform on Voice 123. Some of them are kind of chaotic, but I like that one because it's the way it's set up. You don't lose, like, it's got the top three different tabs, and you can see if there's a message waiting for you. Anyways, the point is I was able to get paid within 30 minutes. Very simple. Showed up my PayPal. They had the file. It was great. And they favorited my gig or my profile or whatever. And we went on our merry way. And that is a really nice, easy transaction. I think it's going to be a big deal on Voice 123. And it will also mean that people who are starting out, who don't want to charge or who feel like they can't charge the same amount as other people, are going to have a fighting chance too. Now, you might say again, and I've talked to, when I was talking with Miles Chacoin from Voquin, who's the CEO, and you all know him. He's a part of the podcast now a little bit. And, Miles did an amazing interview. We did an interview together. Miles was like, listen, a lot of these places you think it's going to be a race to the bottom. But I think that when you consider the fact that there are going to be people who charge what they charge, and that's okay. Charge what you need to charge. I think it's better for us to charge the money we need to charge where we are in our business. Know what your product is worth, exactly. But remember always, too, that it is a business. It is not what you are worth. Okay? That's important. I've always talked about that. So with that being said, I think that's going to cause a rate battle on Voice 123 also. Because you're going to have people who are way up here. And then on the same token, there's businesses that are going to come and say, well, hey, this dude over here, or this gal, she's charging 50% of what that guy's, or 50% less. Why should I go with that guy? Do you know what I mean? So if you want to know the answer to that, I'm just rambling on here, so I'll stop. But the answer to that will be branding. We talked about branding. I've been talking about it the last couple of days. Your name is so important for your rates. What and it's not necessarily just what you've accomplished. I've tried to do work, I've tried to boost my brand, right? But I don't have an award. I've never won anything from anyone. I don't get to post fancy pictures of going to some awards ceremony in LA or wherever they hold these, voiceover awards. Okay. I've never been invited, and that's okay. But you don't have to have those awards to have an incredible brand and a great business, right? It's based on how well you can handle your work, your business, your customers, and what your business stands for. So anyways, with all that being said, I'm really excited about what's happening on Voice 123, and so should you. Okay? Awesome. Well, if you have any questions, go ahead and let me know now. But other than that, it was great talking to you guys, and I really appreciate everything. I'm not going to be on tomorrow. Hey, if you get a chance, go ahead right now and actually either follow me, subscribe, depending on what channel you're on, hit the like button, share this with somebody. I'd really appreciate that. Leave it, leave your 2 cents. And so many of you comment, and I want to thank you guys for all of your support and being a part of a VO's journey. And thank you. Thank you so much. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. I will be back on Friday. Be looking for the podcast. I talked to Red, and she's excited about coming back later on. So we'll have Red again on. And if you have any suggestions for people who'd like to be on the podcast, or you might like to be on the podcast, let me know. I appreciate it. All right, you guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a great Thanksgiving. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye.